Hey friends, it's Michael Kostroff, and I have a question from my friend Mike in New York. And I always love when I get questions from you guys, so let's see what Mike has to say. Okay. An interesting dilemma that came up. I had an audition for a role that I had just done for a couple of months and closed literally a couple of weeks ago. And I know you've done certain roles multiple times. Yes, I have. I've done the same role before twice. I always feel that at these auditions, I'm worried about the director and casting team thinking, oh no, he's done it before. He's going to just do what he did and not be open to new stuff. I know that's in my head, but I had the impulse to say something like, hey, I know I just got done doing a contract for this role. Just so you know, I'm open to taking a new look at this, only because I literally just closed the show days ago. I fought that impulse and I didn't say it because, of course, I'm open to taking a fresh look at the material. I'm a professional actor, and verbalizing this puts them in a position of having to take care of me, I think, and say something like, oh, of course, Mike, don't worry about that. Maybe I should have said something, though. Who knows? I don't like to blab about that stuff. I don't like to blab about that stuff and start going down that path. I was extra attentive to the adjustments and made my choices, which were, of course, informed by doing the role. But what do they know about that? Just kind of did my thing like any other audition. Have you ever said anything of that nature when you got callbacks for a role you've done? Or do you just handle it like any other audition? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Mike, this is a great question. I love it. And I love that it's so specific. Look, the bottom line, we can't control how people react to our stuff. You know, we can't control what people think or how they react, and we can't ensure that they're not going to have a certain reaction. I know you know this. I've known you for years. I know everybody watching knows this, but I think it's a good reminder to just go, look, there's nothing I can do. I also think that we worry that saying or doing a certain thing is going to be a make or break, but really they're just looking for the right match for the role. So in their eyes, so I don't think it hurts or helps to say that. I know I'm being typically vague, as I always am, but the reason I'm so vague about things is that there isn't an answer. And we keep looking for an answer that would be consistently true. No, I have never done that. I've never made a point of saying, just so you know, I'm open to a new take on the role. But I think what you did was brilliant, and it would have been exactly my suggestion, which is you paid extra attention to the adjustments. I think you can show them with your demeanor, especially if you get to get adjustments and work with them, that you're very interested in their input on the role. That I think is immensely helpful and collaborative and good, and shows them that you're not just going to rubber stamp it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. I think it's one of those things that we just can't control. And yeah, I think I wouldn't say anything if it was me, but I feel like if you feel concerned about it and inclined to say something, it's not going to make them go, oh, well, now we don't like him anymore. I also love that you said you don't want to ask them to take care of you, because you know that's an important one for me is take care of them and don't ask them to take care of you. But I have a feeling this is one of those questions that fellow viewers will weigh in on. But ultimately, you know, it comes down to what I always say: you can't make them cast you, and I think we really forget that. We're just determined to break that code and figure out what's the thing that will make them cast us, and we can't make them cast us. You know, so yeah. I think responding to direction, responding to adjustments, and modeling a curiosity and an interest in their take on things is gold. I think that's gold. As opposed to coming in with the attitude that I'm sure some people do, is like, of course, I'm the guy, I've done it before. I'm sure there are people who do come in like that, and I'm sure that nobody watching this video would ever do that. That's my stab at an answer, Mike. Thanks for writing. Okay. See you next week, all. Bye.